Stardate, February 18th, 2021, 6:02 a.m. Live on Theta TV. This is UREEQA John, Eureka Street Crypto Hub, and I'm broadcasting from Leander, Texas, suburb of Austin, Texas, where it is freezing, frozen over, frozen hell damnation. Well, I have power, so everything's just fine. Except I don't have water, so I stink and I haven't been able to shower. And, but I'm glad for what I have. So, yes, it is Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's day 6, stuck in the house. I'm not going to be able to go to work today, too. I work an hour away from here, and it's supposed to snow down there too, and the last thing I want is to go down to the plant and get stuck at work. I can't think of anything that would probably be worse. So yeah, well, I mean, obviously there's some things that would probably be worse, but yeah. Either way, welcome to the broadcast, and I am up early today. I have work to do today through my computer, so it's not like I won't be working. I wanted to jump on and do my daily broadcast now. I guess this is turning into a thing. This is turning into a morning broadcast. Never thought I'd be the morning broadcast, morning show type of guy. I'm just not a peppy enough person. But here I am, morning show, Eureka Street Crypto Hub morning show. I'm your host, UREEQA John. Let's get started with the daily crypto news. I think this is day 8 or day 9 or something. I'm on episode 53, even though I did 5 lunchtime episodes at my job, and I've done a few episodes that I haven't counted, so really it's probably like episode 62 or something. But who's counting anyway? I just put those numbers up there just to kind of give myself some kind of timestamp of where I am. Anyway, let's take a look at CoinGecko and see what's going on here. I'm waking up to $51,383.90. Last night it got up to 52,000, so that's pretty crazy. Ethereum, man. Wonder if it's going to hit 2,000 today. We'll see. It'd be pretty cool if it did. And Polkadot is at $31. All right. I'll take it. I think Polkadot has a lot of potential, and Cardano as well is approaching that dollar mark. A lot of big things going on with Cardano. They are really focused on being Africa's democratized payment network and structure and system and all that. So more power to them. Binance has been hitting all-time highs lately as well. There's been a lot of really good stuff. I mentioned Binance Smart Chain and Pancake Swap and all that stuff in my last, or maybe it was a couple episodes back. I'm losing count now. But I'll be honest. I had some negative feelings about the Binance exchange because of the whole restrictions. But I mean, obviously that's really not in their control about where their platform can be used. That's more of like an SEC type of thing and a regulatory type of thing, so I can't really fault them. I don't really know much about their exchange because I don't really get to use it. Yes, I do have a VPN on my computer, but in order to use Binance.com, I still got to do KYC. And when they see that US passport, they reject it. So I could use Binance US. I probably will check it out. I just don't really hear good things about it, so I haven't taken the time yet because I don't have a lot of time. XRP, man, more power to these guys if they're making money on it. I'm stepping on the sidelines for this one. And then Litecoin and Bitcoin Cash, these two compete against each other, it seems, for trying to be the everyday use cryptocurrency. We'll see what happens with that. Chainlink, I'm a huge fan of. I've been holding Chainlink for quite a while and just building up dollar cost averaging. That to me is the way to go. I'm not a trader. I'm not a technical analysis guy. You're not going to see me there looking at candles and wicks and all that stuff on the charts and ascending and descending wedges and what else they call them, cup and handles and all that stuff. I'm not going to try to determine the future based on that. Me determining the future is deciding whether or not I think something would be a decent investment, and then dollar cost averaging into it. That's just, yeah, I got a wife and kids, got a family, don't want to necessarily sell the house and put it all on some random crypto project. So dollar cost average, that's what I do. And I got my highly caffeinated sports drink here, but it's the good kind of caffeine. It's anhydrous caffeine, I think. This doesn't make you all jittery or something. I don't know, whatever. And Stellar, kind of like XRP, bankers tokens. They're trying to be also a fluid remittances and payment network and cross-border payment network and stuff like that. I think Stellar has gotten a lot more institutional adoption than XRP. I don't know. I don't even want to conjecture, because the people that are into Stellar and XRP are like super passionate about it, and if I get something wrong, they're going to jump all over my butt. So Dogecoin, all right, man, 5 cents. Got Uniswap at 2109. Aave is 464.06. They've been kind of like hanging around that mid 400s, high 400s mark. They did make it up to low 500s about a week ago or so. And I'm a strong believer in Aave. It's a really easy to use and functional and uncompromised DeFi lending platform in which you can lock up your cryptocurrency and borrow against it without having to actually spend your cryptocurrency. So you still own your cryptocurrency, and you can have liquid cash as you want and need. It's one of the greatest inventions of this century so far, I believe, is decentralized finance and the ability to circumvent the banks and put the power of your money in your own hands and not have to rely upon some credit system and some overarching banking institution deciding whether or not you are worthy to your own money. So yeah. And then Cosmos, I really like this blockchain. I've invested in them a couple weeks, maybe about 3 weeks ago now, and I'm really glad I did. And then, okay, so I won't go too far down. They got Theta Network at 351. It's been lingering. It looks like they found that their pricing right around the mid $3 so far. There's a lot of good stuff going on with Theta. So stay tuned on the Theta Network. I'm broadcasting on Theta Network right now. I always do. This is where I have found my home. They've been putting a lot of functionality onto their blockchain, and a lot of amazing things are happening. And there's a lot of really good people on Twitter that also provide only news about Theta. So then there's Tezos, okay. And then Synthetics Network, I just did a video on them a couple weeks ago. They've been doing well. So anyway, I won't go down too far, but I do want to take a quick look at Zilliqa at 13 cents. So it is definitely finding a home up here instead of back down in 7 cents, around 7 cents like before. So that's good. And then I wanted to take a quick look and see where Unibright is. They are also one of my favorite projects. They have a lot of stuff going on. They're about to hit mainnet. Yesterday they exploded above $1. Unibright has a ton of potential. It's kind of a no-code. It is a no-code drag and drop system for people and corporations to be able to use blockchain and incorporate blockchain into their structure, whether it be supply chain or factoring invoices or whatever. They can incorporate it into their enterprise systems and be able to use it like a graphical user interface. It kind of looks like a cross between Visio and Dreamweaver, the interface does. And so it's real easy, and a lot of people describe it as well as like WordPress, what WordPress did for HTML and building a web page. WordPress, you can also basically just use a graphical user interface. You don't have to know HTML or CSS and PHP and all that crap. So yeah, so check out Unibright. They're going on mainnet here this month. They are their deal with Coca-Cola North America is going into action. The Baseline as a service is coming up, and Baseline is kind of a set of standards that will allow privacy for enterprise blockchain, because one of the main issues of why large companies don't want to pick up Ethereum and the public blockchain is because everything you see on Ethereum, every transaction you do on Ethereum is seen publicly. And Unibright and the Baseline Protocol find ways to circumvent this issue. So it's going to be big. There's a lot of good stuff going on with Unibright. German engineering at its finest on the blockchain. So be sure to check that out. Supply, let's see. So circulating supply, 139,600 million out of 150 million. Well, okay. Hold on. Let's see here. I don't know. So yeah, they're running out. Things are getting low on their end. So yeah, Unibright's something to look into. Anyway, let's look into some of the news here. Microstrategy again is still buying Bitcoin. They're now around $3.6 billion worth of Bitcoin, or 70,784 Bitcoins. That's how many Bitcoin that they've already bought, and this dude here is a freaking genius. And somebody yesterday, I did watch some video, and they made a good point. Around the end of the year, we'll probably see a dip, and I'm not trying to be a bear or anything, but that's when a lot of these corporations who are going to be investing in Bitcoin, because Michael Saylor basically last week did nothing but evangelize to CEOs and rallied CEOs at that World Now conference to try to show all these CEOs why they should invest in Bitcoin and exactly how they can invest in Bitcoin, both practically and legally. So we have an army of Michael Saylor CEO disciples, I guess you could say, going out there and buying Bitcoin. And so now, but the problem is a lot of these CEOs and these companies, they're beholden to shareholders, because a lot of these companies are public. And no matter how powerful you think somebody in a company is, as long as they don't own the majority of the shares in the company, then they are beholden to the shareholders, and they hold a fiduciary responsibility to report their earnings and to come out in profit. And if they don't, and in the case of this Bitcoin investment, if they don't come out in actual dollar profit, then they're on bleeding red, apparently, on the books, according to the books, and they're losing money. So at the end of the year, they're probably going to have to put out these reports, and they're going to have to show that they've made a large profit. So there'll probably be a huge sell-off of Bitcoin, which is probably going to be a great opportunity for a lot of people to buy. But I'm not trying to predict anything, because I don't do that. But at the end of the year, you'll probably see a corporate sell-off of Bitcoin if a bunch of corporations buy Bitcoin now. And they're going to have to show a profit. And they will show a profit if they bought Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is going up and they are going to make money, and they have to show that they made that money. Except Michael Saylor, he is not beholden to stockholders, because he owns the majority share in Microstrategies, because he's a freaking smart dude. So let's see, MicroStrategy has adjusted its latest planned convertible senior note sale to $900 million, adding $300 million to the novel debt issuance model it now semi-regularly employs in order to raise funds you guessed it, buy more Bitcoin. So Business Intelligence Company reaffirmed Wednesday that it intends to pour the net proceeds of this debt sale into Bitcoin. By perhaps its biggest single dollar denomination allocation yet. MicroStrategy only yesterday announced the day before yesterday, the latest offering would seek to raise $600 million. Jesus freak! I'll take $500,000. I'll take $100,000. I don't shit, man. Whatever. MicroStrategy's pro-Bitcoin CEO Michael Saylor has mandated his company to follow two distinct business models: develop business intelligence software and buy more Bitcoin. Because yes, that's what their company actually does. They develop business intelligence software. So if you've ever seen people walking around Lowe's or Home Depot or something like that with those little computers that help to take inventory and stuff like that, and you can ask them the price, and they'll look at their little handheld computer and check the inventory and price for you. Chances are a lot of that software has been made by MicroStrategy. So this kind of gives you an idea of the ubiquitous nature of MicroStrategy and how it is everywhere yet nowhere. We don't even know about it as the public consumer, but it is, all that software is there. The firm has bought 70,784 Bitcoin so far and is now worth around $3.6 billion. It projects the net proceeds of this sale to come in around $879 million. Jesus freaking, man. All right, so yeah, that's that. Anyway, let's move on to other news. The Motley Fool. Oh, what's going on here? Oh my God. I would like the content tailored, not right now. I don't want the Motley Fool to know about my stuff, and I definitely don't want to receive emails. I've already unsubscribed from Motley Fool's email list. Anyway, Motley Fool, kind of this stock, they advertise themselves as having full knowledge in the stock market and stock advisement, and you can subscribe to their newsletter, and of course there's a paywall. You have to pay to receive this amazing insight on stocks and stuff. To give them some credit, I have listened to some of their podcasts on Spotify, and I've gotten some good information and listened to some really interesting stuff. So I don't think that they're all idiots over there. I just don't really, I find some of their marketing tactics annoying. So yeah, but aside from that, they do sometimes have good information, but in a lot of cases I've seen them also make some really crappy predictions. But it's just funny because you see down here, just on Valentine's Day, they said, forget Bitcoin. Here's how I plan to turn 20.06 pounds into $1 million. And then let's see here. Here's why I won't buy Bitcoin and you shouldn't either. Let's see here, down in the subheading, Bitcoin's many bull theses can be easily debunked. And then, come on now. What the heck? All right, so I'm sitting here, got weird clicky hands. Let me go back to that. And so anyway, you saw that headline. It says they're saying we've got big news. We're buying 5 million in Bitcoin on our own balance sheet. That's right, 5 million. Well, in corporate terms, $5 million is not a lot. I mean, I just got through talking about MicroStrategy, and he's talking about adding, $900 million more. So 5 million is not a lot, but for somebody who's sitting there saying, just a few days ago, why? So here we got big news. We're buying $5 million in Bitcoin, and just before that, Bitcoin's many bull theses can be easily debunked. Here's why you shouldn't buy. Why I won't buy Bitcoin, and you shouldn't either. So yeah, believe what you want. They say the 3 primary reasons we are making this separate investment in Bitcoin are: we believe it will store value more effectively than gold over the long term. We believe it may become a medium for transactions as if pricing stabilizes in the decade ahead. We believe it can act as a productive hedge against inflation. This is what the Motley Fool is doing. Writers and analysts for Motley Fool might have differing opinions on Bitcoin. We encourage spirited debate on Fool.com amongst our investment team and with our members. Ultimately, it is up to each individual to determine what Bitcoin can or should play in a diversified investment portfolio. And this is absolutely true, this bottom part. It is up to each individual to determine what role Bitcoin or other altcoins, in my opinion, can or should play in a diversified investment portfolio. Do your own research. I mean, that's just basically the gist of it. Don't listen to the Motley Fool. I mean, obviously they're flip-flopping on their opinion within 1 week's time. $5 million, it's not a lot in the corporate world, but it's nothing to shake a stick at, and I could retire on that. So yeah. As for an individual, so, don't listen to the Motley Fool. Don't listen to anybody on Twitter. Don't listen to me. If you're seriously listening to me, I'm just some dude up here spouting my mouth off. I honestly don't know jack squat about all this stuff, and definitely not finance. So, you know, just 3 days ago, 4 days ago now, you know, forget Bitcoin. These unstoppable stocks are better plays. If you're sitting there thinking about stock market, well then, geez, man, I'm sorry. Yeah, I've seen the stock market go up and 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 up, and yeah, there's got to be something's got to give. You know, stock markets are not some kind of revolutionary new substitute for the dollar or the current system as we have it, and it's just been inflated. So anyway, yeah, that's the Motley Fool. That's the news there. So it's not really a whole lot more to it than that. You know, got these Voyager guys. I mean, I use the Voyager platform and I love it. But God, they can get so spammy. And same thing with the Hex people too, man. You know, like I really don't mind the Hex platform. I think it actually works. I actually have a little bit of money being staked on Hex. I'm just about to pull it out. It's only a little bit of money. It was like $85 or something like that, and I doubled it. But it's gonna cost me like 70 or $70 to pull it out in Ethereum fees. So whatever, you know, that's the state of Ethereum right now. So basically I came out even on that Hex thing, so whatever. Let's see here, we got Energy Web token. So in light of all this power being out in Austin and ERCOT, which is the power grid for Texas, which is separate from the rest of the United States, they have not been able to handle the power demand and power surges. So they've had rolling blackouts and you know, and all this stuff, and pauses and suspensions of the utility services going on. It brings to light the Energy Web token for me. And let's see, I know the Energy Web token did a spike yesterday, and I do hold some Energy Web token. And Chico Crypto, he is probably one of the best. So it went from like $11 or $10 to $15 or $16 yesterday. But Chico Crypto, regardless of what you think of him, he is really good at doing investigative research and connecting the dots between people and companies and stuff like that. So what he did is he found a way to connect the dots between Energy Web token and Elon Musk and Tesla and all this stuff. And go watch his videos. I did do a video a while back on Energy Web token. I mean, it was a while back. Let's see here. It's even, yeah, I did this last fall. Here it is, back on what date was this? Let's see here. I did an entire video, 49 minutes long, about Energy Web token. I can't. It was on December 2nd, so it wasn't that far back. But check out this video if you really want to know some more of the details about what Energy Web token is and grid singularity and everything like that. And just the whole idea of an energy marketplace in which you can store a Tesla battery in your garage and have your solar panels and be able to store energy and then put it up for sale on the Energy Web marketplace whenever you're not using the energy or you have extra energy, and you can help determine your own price and sell your excess energy, or you can buy energy when you need it. And I would think that during a time like this, when everything's frozen and we're having rolling blackouts and stuff like that, instead of just shutting off large amounts of people, and I know that the hospital around here doesn't have power or water, so what's going to happen to those people? If everybody was on this Energy Web grid, then people would be able to buy and sell the energy. People would sell the energy at the excess energy that they have that they don't need, and people would be able to buy the energy as well, and it would be a decentralized energy marketplace. And you know, that could possibly be a good solution for something, you know, like the freaking dumpster fire that's going on right now. So anyway, Energy Web, instead of it being completely public and decentralized like the Ethereum blockchain and Bitcoin and all that stuff, they do have, it's a proof of stake network, and they do have 36 validators, and the validators on a proof of stake network are the ones that validate the transactions on their nodes, and then they help to create the blocks on the blockchain. But the problem is the Energy industry is old school. They're not about to put all that information on the public blockchain, and you can't just, as some trendy little developer with tight skinny jeans and black corner glasses, walk in there and to somebody like Shell or BP and say, I have a great new solution. No. They're just going to shoo you out the door. They need to be in control of that, and it has to be their idea. So, but these are all their web validators, and as you can see, there's some big names in here, and this blog, the hsvgtsmedium.com, is a really good place to learn about a lot of this Energy Web stuff going on. And there's 36, and it kind of gives an explanation of who these validators are. And these are the validators that are all validating the transactions for the Energy Web blockchain, which would be the backbone of that Energy Web marketplace that I'm talking about for the batteries and the software that is stored in our garage that accumulates the energy from various sources. So it's not just from solar energy. This is not just a solar energy thing. There's other types of power generation brought into play here. So there's everybody from petroleum to solar to wind to there's phone companies in here. There's data companies. There's AI companies. There's electricity and utility companies brought into here. There's an electricity transmission system operator. There's somebody striving through a clean energy company. Let's see what else we got here. Low carbon energy services. And you got them from all around the world, from Brazil, from Singapore. Here's one managing a grid for Flemish territories over in Belgium, I believe. And we've got Fohot, Brazilian. We've got Photon. It's a Turkish energy innovation company. Across the U.S., Europe, and Japan and Australia, the LO3 is a cloud-based energy marketplace. So that's pretty cool too. Mercados Eléctricos, it's a Salvadoran company and the regional commercialization of electric energy. So you have a Thai state-owned energy conglomerate here. Riddle and Code, one of the newest validators that they brought on, is I guess let's see what they do. So they create one-way energy and value flows. I guess they're a grid infrastructure designer. So I guess they're from Austria. And then you have SP Group, a leading energy utility company in the Asia Pacific. SB Energy, see what they do. Battery cells of electrical vehicles and stuff like that. So they probably work on the battery cell part that would be in your garage and other things. Investment experts in blockchain technology, of course, Shell, you've probably heard of them. Slockit, they are I've heard of Slockit before, empowering individuals to the development applications. So they create Web 3.0 and blockchain applications and digital ID solutions and digital assets and payment solutions and stuff like that for the blockchain. And then Stedin, at Tenaska, they're a large U.S. Power plant operator. Vestas, I don't know what the Vestas does. Vodafone, they're a huge European cell phone company and cell phone network operator. Probably be the people to operate the network between a lot of these companies and validators. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of different stuff in different sectors. Here's Spain and different countries. They have production plants in India, China. So this is global, and these are a lot of huge companies. So this kind of gives you an idea. Yes, the token may be about $15 right now. But when you think of the scope of something this large and how long it takes to bring something like this into full implementation, by the time something like this makes complete implementation, the value of this token and the value of this project and the value of this network is going to be something beyond what we can possibly imagine. I mean, this is just my opinion, but this is huge. I mean, this is like a complete revolutionizing of the entire energy industry if this gains complete and full traction, and supersedes the current grid system we have. And as you can see in Texas, the current grid system that we have is on the verge of failing. If not completely failed, it has definitely pulled the veil back to the public on a lot of the issues that our current energy structure faces. And and a lot of the public is not happy about it. So anyway, let's move on. The last topic for today, I found this I like to find little gems and stuff in there. I found this one called UREEQA, and I kind of honestly just chose it because it's the name Eureka. But it's actually pretty cool. I've seen a couple projects similar to this in the past, and I can't think of them off the top of my head, but basically it's just digital rights management and copywriting and stuff like that. If you create anything, so it says here the U.S. Copyright Office takes over 3 months. It's a fast solution record, so you can basically record anything you do, whether it be art, music, or code, or literature, or anything, and you can code it and basically, in a sense, create an NFT for it and put it up on their system and on the blockchain, and have it be validated, and you can have all your work there. Essentially as an NFT, music, videos, ebooks, source code, art, and many other creations, and you put your copyright and your unique identifier on it, and that way if anybody does copy it, then see validators, NFT, premium protected collection, so I guess you can get the premium level of this. But they do have a UREEQA token. I believe it's URQA. Let me see if that's on CoinGecko so far. URQA doesn't seem to be pulling up. So let's see here. URQA tokens. So did that ever pull up? No, that never pulled up yet. Maybe it's on CoinMarketCap. Let's take a look. The project has not fully launched yet, so that might be a reason why it's not on here yet. But for those of you who are looking for new projects, this one could have some potential. So no, it is not yet on the market. Let's see here. So here's the token. It will write. It's based on Ethereum, and UREEQA will write immutable records to the Ethereum blockchain. It will be an ERC20 token, and the NFT part of it will be ERC721. They'll have staking, so it'll be proof of stake rewards. Rewards are calculated based on staking time. The longer you stake, the more URQA tokens you earn. Community enrichment wallet, like a burn wallet but better. A portion of the revenue generated by UREEQA will be used to repurchase URQA tokens on the open market. These tokens will be transferred to UREEQA's Community Enrichment Wallet. The Community Enrichment Wallet provides token holders with a say in the UREEQA system, so it's a governance token as well. For example, the community can opt to pay out your URQA tokens to wallet holders, create special campaigns, staking rewards, validator protector bonuses, or reinvest in the UREEQA ecosystem in other ways. The Community Enrichment Wallet will initially be seeded with 3 million URQA tokens. And then the early incentive awards, early validators and protectors who become certified through UREEQA will receive an allocation form in a pool of 1.8 million URQA tokens. For example, this pool may be used to distribute 100,000 tokens per month in the first 18 months to certified validators and protectors. So this could be a really good project to jump in and get in early on. I think I will look into it, if not just for the name, UREEQA. That's so dumb, but it's so true. This Community Enrichment Wallet, it's kind of like maybe it's a little bit deflationary. The reason people burn tokens is to kind of implement a deflationary mechanism into their projects, and to keep the supply from getting too high and the value of the token valuable. So this could be interesting, a community enrichment wallet. So it's definitely centralized, so it's not exactly in the DeFi category, but so there's a little summary chart. So there's the legacy copyright government-backed system. All it does is basically sucks here, is what they're trying to tell you, and it's paper-based and takes 4 to 7 months, and it doesn't have any of these features. There's online creation marketplaces. but they don't create the permanent public timestamp and create the NFTs and stuff like that. They don't attempt to verify originality. So apparently UREEQA does attempt to do that through all their nodes. They search for infringement cases. This brings to light. My wife used to have a salon, and she was part owner of it, and they used kind of a shadowy likeness of a Betty Page haircut. You know, her haircut goes like that, and it has the bangs straight across, right? They used a shadow image of that. They didn't use her likeness or a photo of her or anything like that, but they put it up on the website, and I helped build that website and stuff like that. And they put that image up on the website, and somehow the Betty Page Foundation, the estate, caught wind of it, and they got contacted by a lawyer, given one of those certified lawyer letters that they had to pay up or take the images down. Oh, what they had a portrait of Betty Page in their salon hanging on the wall. That's what it was. And they had a photo of the inside of the salon on their website, and it showed that portrait of Betty Page hanging on the wall. And so the Betty Page Estate Institute, I guess some bot crawled through it and saw the photo, or maybe somebody, some lawyers hunt for this stuff so they can make money. And they found that image on the Betty Page on the salon website, and saw the image of Betty Page on there, and so they sent them a cease and desist letter and the option to buy the license by paying the licensing fee, which was really expensive, and it's really expensive for a small business, but they had no choice. They also used the shadowy likeness of Betty Page in their logo and in their name and stuff like that. So they ended up having to pay a good substantial amount in order to be able to keep the name of their salon, because they had already bought the website, they had already bought the signs, they had already bought the business under that name. So there's really no way to back out. So yes, this would be those lawyers here for you. You could find anybody trying to copy your work or any likeness of your work, or infringement as they would call it, and good or bad, this service, UREEQA, would do that for you in order to search out infringements on your cases. Then you could send them a nasty little email, or they would do it for you.
Well, we have our global network of highly skilled and motivated validators work to prove that the creative work really is yours. As it passes the validation steps, evidence of this will be posted online to give your creation more rigorous protection and even greater credibility. If unauthorized use is found, UREEQA provides the ability to send out a demand letter, outlining options for the infringer to remedy the situation, like paying a fee that you set. If the infringer doesn't pay, you can choose to escalate it to a legal team. UREEQA understands that your passion is creating. Let us take care of securing your creative work. We provide our global team of protectors who scour the far reaches of the world, seeking out and reporting parties that are using your work without your consent. The UREEQA Premium Collection and Premium Protected Collection will allow you to showcase your creation, tell the world what inspired you, and allow users to like, comment, and direct message you to collaborate.
So it is kind of, and you can go through their website here, ureeqa.io, and check it out. It is a gallery, it's a gathering space, it's a communication portal, it's a certification platform, and it's your muscle, it's your enforcement platform to go out there and it's your bank to go out there and monetize your creation and get it out there and help. So there are a lot of things. They're not just a marketing or a copywriting platform. It seems that they do have a lot of services. So it's an interesting project. Yeah, go check it out. I will dig deeper. I think this could be something cool to get in on the ground floor, and I'm always looking for new stuff. Again, I'm not sponsored by anybody. When I do these videos, nobody pays me. Nobody pays me in tokens, and nobody pays me in attaboys, and nobody pays me money, that's for sure. Speaking of which, I did open up at patreon.com. Don't give me money. It's not what I'm here for. I'm just finding alternative places to store my videos and stuff like that. So you can find videos on my Patreon if that's what you're into. So yeah, man, I think that's it. Let's see, I've been going on for quite a while today. Jesus, freaking, yeah, 39 minutes. All right. Yeah. All right. It's been a long show this morning. But yeah, I just been cooped up in my house, and this is what I'm doing. All right. I will talk to you guys later.